Hello everyone, myself Hans. Today we are going to solve the problem of Laplace transform. Question is given. Here is two question. Prove that first question is given by the integral limit is 0 to infinity e to the power of minus t minus of e to the power minus of 6t upon t dt. Then we have to show that is equal to log 2. And the second question is given by here limit is integral limit is 0 to infinity t into e की power minus of 3t sin t dt is equal to 3 upon 50. Let's solve the problem. Solution of A given here integral limit is 0 to infinity e to the power of minus 3t minus of e to the power of minus 6t upon t. We have to taking left hand side and then we have to show that this is equal to log 2. First we have to find here let ft is equal to e to the power of minus 3t minus of e to the power of minus 6t and this is dt. Here then the given integral becomes this is 0 to infinity, this is ft upon t dt, and we know that at integral limit is 0 to infinity ft upon dt is given by here integral limit is s to infinity fx dx. Further we have to find first taking Laplace both the sides, taking Laplace both the sides, then Laplace of f of t, Laplace of f of t is equal to Laplace of e to the power of minus 3t into dt and minus of Laplace of e to the power minus of 6t into dt. And we know that Laplace of e की power minus of at is given by this is given by 1 upon of s plus of a. And from here we have to expand this formula. This is given by 1 upon of Laplace of e to the power minus 3t dt is given by, once again we have to taking here dt in outside, so we have to using here this is dt, and Laplace of e की power minus of 3t is given by 1 upon of s plus 3, and here is minus Laplace of e की power minus 6t is given by using the formula this is given by 1 upon of s plus of 6, and we are here this is dt, and further we have to solve once again we have to only solve Laplace ft is equal to e to the power minus 3t minus of e to the power of minus 6t. So we have to not consider here dt in the function, and further we have to put the value of e to the power of minus 3t minus of e to the power of minus 6t in the above integral. Then we have to write here this is integral 0 to infinity and e to the power of minus 3t, and to let here this is ft. We have to already written here this is ft upon t. Then we have to put the formula using integral limit is s to infinity fx dx. So we have to using here in place of 0 to infinity e to the power of minus 3t minus of e to the power of minus 6t upon t into dt is given by, here we have to put the value of e to the power of minus 3t minus of e to the power of minus 6t. This is given by integral limit is s to infinity using the This formula also, this gives fx here. In place of s we have to put x. So we have to write here 1 upon of x plus of 3 minus of 1 upon of x plus of 6. And here is dx. And further we have to solve. We get on integration this gives, and we can also put the limit. Dx upon s plus 3 is given by log of s plus of 3, and my dx upon x plus of 6, this gives log of s plus of 6. And here is integral limit is s to infinity. And using the property of log m minus of n is written as log m upon n. So we have to write here log s plus of 3 log s plus of 3 upon log s upon s plus of 6. And here the limit is s to infinity. First we have to put the limit infinity. Putting the limit infinity, we can also write once again log of s plus of 3 upon s plus of 6. Putting the limit here, once again we have to write here, this is x tends to infinity. X tends to infinity, here is x. So we have to mistakenly write here once again, this is x. This is also x, and this is x plus of 3, and this is x plus of 6, not s. And we have to apply the first upper limit. We have to apply first upper limit in the given function, and second we have to apply the lower limit taking minus log of x plus of 3 upon x plus of 6, and here x tends to s. Lower limit is s. And here we can also transform once again. We can also write this is log of 1 plus of 3 by x upon 1 plus of 6 by x. Here x tends to infinity, and the lower limit is given by, we have to apply lower limit. In place of x we have to put s. This gives log of s plus of 3 upon s plus of 6. And from here we have to put in x tends to infinity. The 1 upon infinity is 0. 1 upon infinity is 0, so remaining is here log of 1 minus of log of s plus of 3 upon s plus of 6. And we know that the value of log 1 is 0, so we have to put here 0 minus of log s plus of 3 upon s plus of 6. And again using the property of log, we can also write the given function. This is log of s plus of 6 upon s plus of 3. Denominator is taken to numerator, numerator is taken into denominator. Because here is the first minus of log, so we have to change log of s plus of 6 upon s plus of 3. And further we have to prove that integral limit is 0 to infinity e to the power of minus 3t minus of e to the power of 60 upon t dt is equal to log 2. Here we have to taken s tends to 0. We have to put in here s tends to 0. We get log of 0 plus of 6 upon 0 plus of 3. And we get here, this is log of 6 upon 3. Cancel out. Here we get log 2. And we have to write in here, this is integral limit is 0 to infinity e to the power of minus 3t minus of e to the power of minus 60 upon t dt is equal to, we have to writing here log 2. We have to prove first part of the given question and further we have to solve second part. We have to solving the second part, solution of b. This is given by integral limit is 0 to infinity. Here t into e to the power of minus 3t sin t dt is equal to, we have to show that this function is equal to 3 upon 50. Firstly, we have to solve here. This is, once again, this is given by, let ft is equal to t into sin t, and we have to solving t into taking Laplace both the sides. This gives Laplace of f of t is equal to Laplace of t into sin t, and we have to solving here using the formula. This gives minus of d upon ds, and this is given by Laplace of sin t. Once again, this is given t into sin t, this is given by the minus of d upon ds in place of t, and Laplace of sin t we have to writing here sin t, and we have to put the formula of Laplace of sin t. Laplace of sin t is given by a upon s square plus of a square. Here sin a t in place of a, here is 1, so we have to write here Laplace of sin a t formula is a upon s square plus a square, and we have to calculate Laplace of sin t. In place of a, we have to write here 1 s square plus of 1 s square plus of 1. So we have to put in here, this gives minus of d upon ds, and Laplace of sin t in place of putting here s square plus of 1, and further we have to solve here on differentiation of 1 upon s square plus of 1. This gives taking into numerator, this is minus of d upon ds, and here s square plus of 1 to the power of minus 1, and using the formula x differentiation of x to the power of n is given by nx and minus of 1. So we have to apply here, we get minus is already present here, and we have to solving in the bracket, this gives minus of 1 into s square plus of 1 and minus of 1, and this is minus of 1, x and minus of 1, and this is, and again s square plus of 1, again differentiating with respect to x, this gives 2s, and from here we get, here minus minus is plus, and we have to get here 2s, and 2s into s square plus of 1 to the power of minus 2, and we can also write here s square plus of 1 to the minus 2 is taken to denominator, this gives 2s upon s square plus of 1 to the power square. And further we can also, once again, here is remaining e to the power of minus 3t into sin t. We have to consider here t into sin t, and the remaining is here once again 2s upon s square plus of 1 cube whole square. Further we have to put here, this gives 0 to infinity e to the power of minus 3t e to the power of minus 3t is also we have to writing here. This gives s plus of 3. Once again, we have to comparing this equation with once again e to the power of minus of pt, e to the power of minus pt into t sin t dt is given by once again here in place of p here is 3, in place of p this is 3, so we have to put here, we can also write here this is s not p, and this is equal to s is equal to 3, so we have to put s is equal to 3 here. We get the required solution of the given problem. This is equal to integral limit is 0 to infinity t into e to the power of minus 3t into sin t dt is equal to, here we have to find t into sin t minus of d upon, we have to consider using the formula, we have to find the value of Laplace of t into sin t, and remaining is e to the power of minus 3t. Comparing the above result, from here we get s is equal to 3. So we have to put here in place of s is 3, this is 2 into 3 upon, in place of s square here 3 3 is 9, 9 plus of 1 का whole square, this gives 6 upon 100, and we have to cancel out, this is 2 3 is 6 and 250 is the 100, this is the equal to, this is the required solution of the given problem 3 upon 50. Both the question are concept based. We have to must remember the following formula to solve the given problem. Thank you class and thank you for watching.